Alright, putting in this floor in the closet. As you can see here, we cut out around the closet. And this jig was used to make this cut right here with a jigsaw. But, anyway, I'll put molding and caulk right there. This was the ideal, so that was the mess up, but this will be caulked in double because of the shower. So it'll be caulked up under there and then quarter round we put around the top right here to cover all that up. Show them video, show the rest of it. That's the other parts over there around the toilet and all that kind of stuff. Thank God for molding. The vanity is going back in, so doing the demolition, I just left it all out. Anyway, these just kind of angle in and pop in, and this is just like the LVP installation. Need a gap around because this stuff does expand and contract. I don't recommend this in bathrooms, but this is what the customer wanted, so yeah, just on this one to get it done. So this back end I might. Mike, come stand right here. No, worry about it. It's on the wall. I put them pieces back there for this banging process. Keep the gap. I broke my other one. Banging this stuff in. Alright, there we go. It's seamed together. Now I'm gonna grab another full sheet, which my awesome son has already for me. The best son in the freaking world. I ain't saying that because he's my son. I'm saying that because that boy listens. And he thinks ahead. And for you all, if you want a helper, you want somebody who's going to think ahead of the situation. This wall is walking, so I'm going to take this board out right here. See, the quarter round closed. Alright. That's why you use quarter round. And then you see, you feel like it's gonna break or whatever, but you just pop that in. I'm gonna give it a little shot. My smaller one broke. Ooh, yeah, baby. And these floors, they are walking bad. This was a little lick and stick. I call it lick and stick. Little peel and stick adhesive tiles. I don't recommend them ever, but this is a waterproof membrane. It's on the second level. The waterproof part needs to be put down when you're going on concrete. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, putting 50 different layers of waterproof on there. But since it is a bathroom, I'm gonna seal all around them wet areas with caulking just to try and protect this. It's water resistant, it's not waterproof. So I will definitely take some clear silicone around that tub area. Pretty strong. But so for this piece right here, if I had a scrap with a front lip, I would go for it, but I don't. So you need this part right here to grab. So you put it in backwards, cut it. And I don't use a measuring tape at this point because I just use the oh yeah, and let me see this. Okay, so on the water valves, I changed these out. I said if you change out the van, you might as well go and change it out. And then it was crazy because couldn't find a water shut off. The shut off in the house was not right, and then the shut off outside was buried under so much dirt. So the city came out and unearthed it because there's a third turn off because this is a townhouse. So it was like
two in one box, two shutoffs in one box. So there was one central one, but it leaked every time I turned it off, which would have turned off both houses. So I told the city to come out because it was a leak, and then they dug up the two individual ones. So which enabled me to cut this and not flood the house out and put on. I used the old compression ring for that one and sharp that one, and that's a compression fitting screw on. No, that's a sharp blade. I'm like, why they got a wrench slide on there? Anyway, yeah, those two were sharps, and I put new supply lines on there. They got rubber fittings on there, and we put new outlet covers on for the switches. Took the doors out. As you see, it's better to have the doors. I put this shelving in, and I got one more closet to do. I did shelving in here, and then the thing I like about this is motion light, baby. So did the shelving in there. That's what they wanted. So, and this is the two doors took down or whatever. So this little oscillating tool, I was able to cut up so this floor goes up underneath here. You just put the board down, a little piece of scrap, put the oscillating tool on top of it like it's on that cardboard, and just push it up to it and cut it. I would say use scrap because you can scratch this with the oscillating tool goes back and forth. It's a reciprocating saw, you know, so it oscillates back and forth like that. And so you see I did the same thing. That's my little piece of scrap that I use to cut those bottom of the door, so I can just slide it up to it. My son will stand on it right here, and I'll bang it in as we did for this one right here. As you see, it's sliding up under those lips, and the part up under the door, I'm just put some caulking on that to cover. I got some gray caulking that matches that pretty well because I did another floor job with it. So I'm going to close this out, and that's going to be a rip piece that goes back there. So here we go. Oh yeah, let me show you this flip around. Here you go, Mike. Hold this one. So you want a gap on it for expanding and contracting. The quarter round's gonna hide it, so I try and make it right parallel with that and have my gap. And I take my pencil. Now I mark two parts. I mark this brown part right here because it's easier to see. It's a chop saw, so it's easier to see that sometimes. So we come, try not to get a picture of that mess right there. So these boxes are put down to help with the height. That shadow on there, I'm not advertising for this company. It's just what I got. So boom, right there on the line. This is a radio arm, so that means it comes back and forth. So let's see how I did. So I try to like put it right flush up against there, pop that in, get at least one of them snug. Now I got enough gap to slide that back there. Grab my trusty mallet. Now I make sure I stand on this because that makes this less likely to slide, but I'm only 180 pounds, so it ain't always guaranteed that my weight is stronger than my blunt force trauma impact of the striking of this here mallet. So you got a hard side and a rubber side. Anyway, so that's that, and we'll repeat that until we finish, and I'll rip that piece. Probably take that home and save this off, finish that side, and just come back whenever finish that. All right, you stop the video.